Hey guys, and welcome to another FSX FS Passengers Smart Cars Virtual Ryanair livestream thing. I do these all the time, at least not one recently, but yeah, I do these quite often. So yeah, today we'll be flying from Łódź to Dublin. So it's a 2.5 hour flight across Europe today. And yeah, flight time will be about, like I said, 2.5 hours. Should be quite good. PMDG 737 as always. So we'll get this aircraft set up and ready to go shortly. So if we head into the cockpit, let's go through all the basics as we do. So that all comes on. A little bit concerned about my parking brake. Seems to be stuck in the on position. I'm not quite sure what that is, but hopefully it shouldn't cause any issues in the flights. But other than that, I'm expecting quite a simple flight today. Like I said, nothing out of the ordinary. I should have my chat window open to actually see what you guys are saying during the stream today. Right, that's all on. Let's go through the FMC setup. So, welcome to stream, King J Boss. How are you doing today? Right, so line the IRS. Set up departure airport. So we are departing Echo, Papa, Lima Lima. Gate, we are at gate Alpha 3, I believe we are. On database, we'll take the last position anyway, it's what we normally do. So take the last position. I've done that way too early. Hang on. Ground power needs to come on, that's what's the problem. I've gone on this way too early, sorry. Ground connections, ground power. There we go, now things are alright. We'll turn the air conditioning on just in case. Right, back to FMC. And setting this up, so route, we are flying from Łódź to Echo India Delta Whiskey, Dublin. Company route is EPLLEIDW01. Invalid entry, okay, probably just messing something up quite simple, aren't I? Let's go through the cheat way of finding it. EPLLEIDW, yep, fair enough, it's right here. So plug that in. Flight number, we are welcome stream, yep, good to hear that. Yes, I have got Barbados set up on my list. It won't be today's flight, but I will do a Barbados flight at some point, so don't worry dude, I haven't forgotten. 5 Papa Delta. I might do it, actually I'm working tomorrow. Is there a specific airline you want me to fly? And then I can see what routes I can do for you from there. There's a route that you, or at least, yeah, fly to Barbados that I can do. There's a specific airline you want, then that I can also cater to you as well, my friend. Departing runway, yeah, go for 25 just because it's the nice and easy one. Runway 25, plug that in, activate, execute. Set this up now, so ZFW, technically I have to calculate that since there's no automatic zero fuel weight calculation in this aircraft. Pretty sure you should start boarding as well before I even think about setting that. Disable weight updates, recommended. Nope, we'll enable it. We will enable it. Problem is we don't have the fuel just yet as well, so I will set up that. Request boarding. So yeah, request refueling with Baltic Air Services. Nope. Actually, ground services, yep, that's fine. Then that's the standard, like, Eastern European, Polish area, ground service area. That'll come up. Fuel in a moment. Then it will be request boarding. Then it's prepared for pushback and departure. Now just wait for the fuel truck to come down. Shouldn't be too far away at this airport. There it is coming in now. Can I fly British Airways? Yes, I certainly can. British Airways to Barbados. See if I can try for like an A319 flight there actually. I can try and use the TOLIS on X-Plane that I can do for you. Sure, I can do that for you, King Joe Boss. I'll do that for you. Right, here comes the fuel truck. Gosh, what is with these streams and always suffering on the frame rates when I do send them out? I mean, from my end, stream looks quite alright. So the fact that you guys are seeing it potentially quite laggy. Where is the... How can I change the output? There we go. Encoder software. Audio bitrate is fine. Enable advanced. Enforce streaming service bitrates limit. Encoder presets. High equals less CPU. Fast. Turn it down a bit as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys will see a bit less frame ratey, laggy when you do watch this. That's generally the last thing I want. I mean, in my case, I'm getting about 45, 50 frames per second right now, so obviously not terrible. I'm just hoping it doesn't start affecting the stream. Anyways, fuel truck's in position now, so in a moment we shall start fueling. Let me quickly get my PDF flight plan information up. That will be that one. And I can check out how much weight we are bringing versus how much fuel even. Right, so I need 10,002... Gosh, is this in pounds or kilos? 10,002. We'll see how that converts. So... little laggy, yes. I do apologise for that. Right, aircraft... Nope. What am I doing? FS actions, fuel... 10,002. Is 47% of the fuel tank. Hey Google, what's 10,002 pounds in kilos?
Sorry, I can't help with that yet, but I'm always learning.
Right, that was useless. Right, I'll assume that's correct though. I mean, 47% fuel tank does sound about right for this. And back into the FMC. Back into this. We can then change our zero fuel weight once the passengers do start boarding. And there you go, see on the side the aircraft being fueled up. And that's being done in gallons on the side as opposed to pounds. Although this in Europe would be done in kilos rather than pounds. And litres rather than gallons. Can you guys actually see the screen right now? Has it just gone black? Has the stream cut out? Are we back? I hope we're back. I'm thinking the stream just cut out for a moment there. I'm not quite sure what's happening right now. I'll double check the internet in just a moment. But as I was saying, yeah, so the side of the truck you see the fuel's being loaded now. That's being done in gallons. And then the weight in pounds. But as I just said, I don't know if you guys had it or not, so that in Europe it's only done in kilos and litres. The metric system as opposed to imperial. Anyways, I'm hoping the stream didn't cut out for too long there. I noticed that on my own screen. It was just a black screen frame. So I'm not quite sure what happened. And we do have some missed frames and poor connection according to OBS. So things aren't looking the best right now. We'll see how things go. If you guys can still see me at least, then I guess that's the main important thing right now. Right, 11,000 pounds. I'm not sure how many kilos that is, so hopefully not too much longer left to go. In fact, that parking brakes they want to release as well. Maybe another bit of concern for later. Hey Google, what is 10,000 kilos in pounds?
10,000 kilograms
Right, £22,000 waiting for. Like a green tag. Cool, so we're almost done with the fueling. And then we'll be able to start boarding our passengers from the terminal, which is right there. Not the most grand building in the world, but basically does the trick. Alrighty, also think about opening the doors as well. That we can do in short moments. Open 2 cargo doors, open the front and rear passenger doors. No need for the air stair though, since GSX will just put a movable stairs in the front of it. Alright, fueling should now finish any second. I hope. Hey Google, say that again please.
I said 10,000 kilograms equals 22,046.226 pounds.
Cool, and that's glitched. Reset position, and then just press boarding. Yep, sometimes GSX does unfortunately do that. So we'll just do it the other way around. Baltic ground services. We'll now request boarding. No need for pushback at this gate, so the pushback tug being there is kind of useless. And then once those connect, we can then start our flight. The refuel truck sounds still in the background, but I guess that's the least of our worries right now. And in the moment it says that passengers are boarding. Taking this practical tester, Victor Tango Sierra, that's fine. Yeah, once those have connected, we can then start boarding our passengers. There we go. Switch over to desktop so you can see what I'm now doing. Fuel set, passengers now load. Front and rear cargo. Ooh, okay, bit of a heavy plane today. In that case, let's take out some of the cargo. Destination is Echo India Delta Whiskey. Flight hour is 2:36.
Destination set.
Real time load of 2 minutes. That is fine. V speeds will do from the flight management computer. Perfect. So they're now boarding. And we can now start the aircraft setup. So now our ZFW's changed. Reserves are 11. Our altitude is still flight 34, so we'll go to, well, we'll go in the middle of 36. Cruise wind speeds are, I'll switch back into the normal screen in a moment. Average 308.020. 308.020. Plug it in. Switch back to FSX. And execute that. Using reserve fuel. We should be alright. Should be alright. Well, I'm gonna keep a close eye on my flight management system there, but we should be alright for this flight. Unless SimBrief's giving me the wrong information. So, takeoff, we'll be using 10 degrees of flaps. Center of gravity, and inputs the V numbers. 6.35 on the trim. There we go. And then once passengers have boarded in 25 seconds, we can then seal the exits and get ourselves ready for departure. Doors, close those in a moment. Baggage, is that the ones coming in now, or I assume so. There we go, passengers have now all boarded. Connection's still very poor on the stream. I do apologise for that, guys. Usually it's not this bad. Yeah, so she got some traffic as well in the area. 734 lot, CRJ 700 FedEx, and we have another one. And then Baron 58 SPA. Yes, Euro lots? No, can't be. Ah, Spackle, sorry, I'm looking at behind the chat box. No, that's just a private aircraft, yes. So a bit of traffic in Poland right now, and I'm expecting a lot more when I do enter the United Kingdom. Might also have some tower in Dublin. We'll see what happens during approach. Anyway, just a few bags to board since we're Ryanair. Don't have too much to load. And then once that's sorted, we can then request our departure. And see if we can request it without pushback since it's not required here at this gate. Worst case scenario, we just reset position again. But we'll see what GSX says, because generally it's alright with those kind of instances. So, how you guys watching the stream doing right now? All you guys good, or how you all doing? Right, I assume that is the bags done. Yes, they are. They will all clear now. We will close all the exits. Start up the 8PU. Oops, I did not want to do that. I want to do that. This is in FMC flight plan. Set a. We actually probably set a departure SID as well. Probably be quite interesting. It's quite useful. Dera, is that a flight plan on our leg? And no, it's not. That's not affects our flight plan in any way. In terms of setting a departure, oh yeah, certainly not that one. Of course, we'll select that one. So runway 07 though. My departure 25. 2 Delta can't be. So it's departure from 25 without SID. That is fine. We can work around that. Set our departure again. Nope. Right, close. You don't need you anymore. Index. Clear that. Take off. Bring up the V numbers. Trim is still set. That should be fine. APU is starting up. Stabilizing, there we go. Very cool. Back in a second. Cool, I do apologise, that was my boss on the phone just telling me I need to come in tomorrow, which I've accepted. Anyways, that'll do with later, so make sure everything is now set up accordingly. Just now disconnects from the ground. I should set that to 3, 4, 360. So 148 to rotate, 149 even. And adjust the rest of the information as well, since we are not going to 380 now, just 36. So I need to adjust my flight plan ever so slightly to take that into account, since we are a little heavier than I expected for this flight. I thought the game stuck. Nope, it's just a phone call. I did say I need to answer that, so I do apologise for any confusion. No, not today, Steve. No giveaways today. To be fair, the giveaway on the channel isn't too often. The only reason I had one on Train Sim Worlds because Dovetail Games were just like, here's an extra key, go for it. Right, so that's all set. Close the FMC.
TCAS test pass.
Right, I think we are ready for departure. So, ground connections all removed. You have your parking brake on, that's what the problem was. Let's go for prepare pushback and departure. Departure without pushback. Departure clearance requested. So now move everything out the way. Make sure all appropriate lights are now set. So that's to 36. Perfect. Right, so now we are just waiting for... Oh, have a good trip. Fair enough, we're now cleared to go if we... Oops, sorry, if we need to. Yep. So, starting up engine 2. Actually, tuning 1 to 2.8 Unicom. Now start up engine 2. 1 to 2.8. Engine 2 start up. There we go, engine 2 is now active. Engine 1 will now start up as well. So that's to take off, so I know what I'm doing on that. Bit of a hot start that, but that's fine. Flight director set. All that is set. So once both engines are started up, we can then turn off the APU. Not doing any of the bleeds, since those are not simulated into the PMDG. Unfortunately, that's the downsides to FSX, where bleeds don't work properly in them. So you can just keep them on while the engines start up. Cool, so power into the engines, APU off. Packs on. Aircraft will now be pressurized. Taxi lights set. It's now taxi to runway. So it's quick to type into that sim. Traffic. Taxiing to runway 25. Let's now increase the throttle. And let's taxi to runway. Taxi lights turn on as well as they have. Cool. On our way to the runway now. Not a very long taxi at Łódź. The runway is right ahead of us. and then in no time we will then be in the air. So 2 hours 32 left on the clock. If you look at FS passengers for the stats, and that will tell you basically how far away we are from our destination during the flight. How's the volumes, by the way, as well? Can you guys hear me fine, or do you want me to adjust the volumes a bit? Because of that I can do for you. There's the runway. EPLL traffic departing runway 25. Plug that in. We now have our takeoff clearance, so landing lights on, taxi lights off. Whoops. Everything else looks good. Set the auto brake to reject the takeoff. And let's now go and depart. Takeoff should be fairly standard, or as is in this aircraft. Bearing in mind it's FSX, and I have got a little bit of experience now in the PMDG, so nothing too major. Right, spot the engines. And let's go. A bit loud, the volumes, I'll adjust that in a moment. There we go. Positive climb, gear up. Let's head back into our cockpit so I can see what I'm doing now. Flaps up by 1. Auto throttle set. On nav and VNav. Cool. And then I can just raise the throttle step by step once I am on takeoff. Auto brake set. Make sure everything is also set. And there we go. Another standard departure for this aircraft. So 2 hours and a half away from Dublin. Hopefully cruise itself should also be fairly simple. And of course get to now enjoy the Orbex worldwide scenery, which does look absolutely beautiful from the outside of the window here. Just the volume quickly on this aircraft, since I know I messed around with the sounds not too long ago. They're just a bit too loud now for my liking, so they need to be at 15 really. There we go. And even then, you can't even hear the engines. That's the turbulence, that's fine. Yeah, that should do me for now. Hopefully the sound as well, like I said, should be fine. Increase the volume actually a little bit since it's still quiet. And for the most part, it's quite successful to take off. Again, scenery is looking actually quite great thanks to Orbex. I will take some for future thumbnails and whatnot. And once you reach 10,000 feet, we'll then go on to standard altimeter. 10,000 feet. Landing lights come off. That can also be done now as well. And like I said, at this point now the aircraft is fully automated. Can lock the landing gear in place. There is now absolutely nothing I need to do other than just monitor VATSIM for the remainder of the flights. And of course, like I said, enjoy the scenery that now surrounds us. And of course, listen to you guys all in chat. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to know, just feel free to ask it. I am more than happy to respond. I'll check my virtual Ryanair stats. That should be alright. Again, my connection's very poor. That's fine. That is all fine. And FS passengers volume. I'm just going to increase that a tiny bit as well. I do apologise for any random sounds you hear. That's all fine. Cool. And now hopefully you guys can hear the crew in the back a bit more as well once we do fly. In reality, the pilots won't be able to hear them, but in terms of immersion for the stream, it's something you guys get to listen to. So established runway 22 right, not our airport, so not anything I need to be concerned with at this time, which is fine. As we continue our climb up. Fuel-wise, we should be alright. I mean, the FMC is going to carry on moaning that we're in the reserves for the entire thing, but I can tell you that will not be the case. I'm most likely just putting the wrong number in for the system, but things are alright. We should be alright.
Transition altitude, Captain.
No, we're not. It's only transition in the US, not the UK or Europe or anywhere. While I'm here, just quickly set up the traffic and the weather on my PFD there, so that I can check if there's any issues coming up ahead of us. But I mean, clear skies, and we're expected to have clear skies all the way through the flight today. A few clouds here and there, but It's not until we reach the coast of the Netherlands where we then actually start to see any major clouds covering us. Everything else is clear. And then, like promised, I will be doing a Barbados flight possibly next Saturday, we'll see. And at some point I also want to do a Norwegian flight from Helsinki to Gatwick, which is the flight I took home from Finland about a month ago now, actually. When exactly did I take it? 24th of July. So just under a month ago now. Basically, in short, I lost my passport and then I had to get alternative flights back home. Very expensive indeed, but I've vlogged that experience. If you guys are interested, you can feel free to check that out. So, a few hiccups in that, but overall enjoyed the trip. Very much enjoyed Finland. I also did a vlog with a friend of mine out there named Suskitsu, and I've also got a vlog on their channel where I've also got a face reveal for those who want to see me in person. Not many people have watched it, so obviously no one really cares, but yeah, that is also there if you guys are interested in it. So for now, like I said, it's just a case of flying out and monitor air traffic control for any potential messages we'll see in the flights later on. Yes, I must remember not to do too many external camera views, just so that the game doesn't run out of memory. So we've passed 260 now, about 10,000 feet away from cruising altitude, where we'll be for the rest of this flight. little bit of a deviation there. Guessing the air just changed here or something. But yeah, making a slight turn. Not a massive one, but noticeable. And of course, precipitous effects giving us a nice contrail in the background. No, aircraft not visible from tower, unfortunately. So I can't get a view of that. Simulator all low texture in the moment. There we go. Right, so the fuel light has now come on, meaning that the centre tank is now dry, and we are now on the left and right tanks. Top of climb has also now appeared on the map, just after the next waypoints on there. vRYR, where it will then be at cruise altitude, and I can then track my flights. Likewise, on the top of the screen, you guys should also now be able to see my a red bar going across. No ETA just yet. ETA is just a few seconds away. But you can then now see the progress of my flight a lot easier as well from Zulu time. There we go. Now at flight level 360. Throttle is now pulled back slightly, and we are now happy to fly the rest of the journey on that. A little bit of turbulence causing a little bit of fear, but nothing too major. 112 passengers wearing seatbelts, you can see on the top right, on the blue box. Sorry, top left even. And yeah, crew serving food and drinks, almost complete. And of course, fed passengers also the happy ones. So things should be alright for today. There you go, plan of 2 hours 6 minutes. That'll be 5, 7, yeah, about 7:45 in the UK. You got a fair few hours left in the flight, which you can then carry on through. Like I said, any questions you guys want to ask, feel free to. Anything you want to talk about, I am more than happy to go through. Otherwise, the case is just monitoring that sim and make sure there's no towers coming up for us to contact later. So I'm just checking the tower situation. There are a few towers ahead of us in Northern Ireland, but not so many in this area we're flying at right now. So we should be alright in terms of actually having no real contact with tower from this flight. Again, we will be monitoring Unicom for the entire journey, but for the most part, should be quite a simple flight today, nothing too major. Of course, Unicom is quite busy right now, and there are couple thousand people on that sim, so quite busy weekends this weekend, and fingers crossed we should see possibly some other traffic ahead of us coming to our left and right, so I can spot those out the window. I mean, once we leave Poland, now that we are entering the main part of Europe, main Central Europe I should even say, definitely a few more aircraft licenses to appear on that list, and especially in the UK, things will then start to grow quite massively with more aircraft in the area. There we go, the flight crew now talking, you can hear those quite clearly. Again, wouldn't be this clear in the real cockpit, but this is FSX, not meant to be super realistic at the end of the day. A few airports down below us actually. Which one is that? It's quite a major one. We need to process like, not Munich, but Berlin maybe? Schönfield, Berlin Schönfield, okay, so yeah, that is Berlin. Schoenfield even, I should probably pronounce it correctly. And that is the city of Berlin, so yeah, quite a bit of a interesting find that. Okay, that's the old one that was closed down a couple of years ago, the one with the curvy runway, Tempelhof. As we fly the actual city, that is quite cool actually, especially because a couple of years ago I did actually go to Berlin on holiday. Where's the actual city itself? The actual like main area. I want to see if we can try and spot the not highest quality resolution textures at the moment. But if I can try and spot the city centre, like the train station and whatnot, that would be quite cool because I do have the Germany North add-on by Orbex, so this is a lot more details than the rest of Germany. There you go, the airport itself now spawning in quite nicely. Man, that's going to kill my VAS, especially I'm doing this from the third person view. But no real view of the city, I guess, from here. It's not stationed there. A few buildings. I'm looking at the rivers mainly, because it is by the one of the main rivers that go through the city. It's not that one. It's certainly not the power plant. And we entered Berlin. Where are we? That is a stadium, so not there either. There it is. There's Berlin Central Station. And so somewhere over there, I went to stay that on a holiday just outside the station. That is cool. Where's the Reichstag building? See if we can spot that one as well. But yeah, I was just spotting that from the air. So cool. So much love. Remember being on the coach going past the runway, just like it's a massive open airport now. You can actually just walk in and just feel like kite flying on the runway there. So nah, definitely a bit of fun. This definitely a bit of fun. Anyways, I should probably go back into the cockpit and let the game just load the textures back in. A lot quicker than I was expecting actually. If we do conk out and die, I mean, what are we getting now? About 15, 20 frames per second. It's not the highest ever. That is 0.96, so a little 50-50 right now. We'll try not to let that go too long. Welcome to the stream, Captain Jacobs. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm good. I am good. Just came back from the Moomin store in London, so a little tired, but quite happy. So yeah, we are currently flying from Łódź to Dublin today. About 2.5 hour flight, so it should be quite good scenes for us as we do fly across Europe. And again, FS passengers giving you tracking information as well as the top toolbar, of course, on the screen. And again, as always, any questions, anything you want to see, talk, whatever, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys, of course. So what have you been up to, Jacob? flying out of South Africa and Europe. Oh, okay. So you are going to train to become a professional pilot. Good on you, man. Good on you. I do hope to try and maybe one day get myself maybe a private license. Nothing commercial. But yeah, that is something for the future and the long term. Flying out of Africa and Europe, so you've been on holiday around Europe, or how have things been? Yeah, sure. Hang on, let me get that link and how am I going to do this? Get the link for that. There we go. I'll just click on it and hope it goes in. Hope not Firefox. Oh, okay, it's in Firefox. Yes, I'll check that for you, Paul. See what sets you've got. Grillo Gaming, level 2-1 Intel 5K. I mean, the best way to go, I would say, is to build your own PC. Question is though, do you know how to build? If not, then yeah, I'll send that to my Discord so I can have a look at it while not actually killing the simulator. Let's go to Drawyah, head over to my personal page and have a look at that. Cool, so I've looked through that sets up for you. But yeah, important question, do you know how to build a PC, or would you consider building a PC? Oh, and likewise, what purpose is it for? What do you plan to actually, like, do with it is my other question. Anything major, or just a few, light things with it, I guess? Alright, Flight Simulator, And then the latest games like Anthem and Destiny 2. Cool, okay. Yeah, so let's quickly go through the specs of this. So the computer orbits, Guerrilla Gaming level 2.1 Intel, blah 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 blah. Upgrade options, go through description. Right, so Intel i5 8600K, GeForce GTX 1060, 8GB of DDR4 RAM, 120GB SSD, terabyte. Ooh, only a terabyte. Actually, now you kind of get 2 terabytes these days, but 1 terabyte should suffice. Liquid cooler. So the i5 OC, at that £40. RGB case doesn't matter. Gigabyte Z. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, hang on, let me go through the spec. I mean, compared to my system, so I'm running. Normally, I do prefer going build your own PC, but in this case, I have got a system set up. I've got a Dell Vostro 8900, mainly because the actual price of it is down like 80%, and just what it has is living decent. I mean, I've got an i7 6700, yeah, an i7 6700. 6 gigs. I mean, the graphics card's decent in this. 6GB 1060. You're going for. Hang on, yeah, you're going for the Intel i5 8600K. So yeah, that one's decent. 8600 i5 OC. I'm gonna check what the difference between those actually are. 6 was fine. If you found something with a bigger hard drive, potentially, then yeah, this system does look quite good. Price-wise, a little bit on the high end, but I'm not gonna lie, a bit more of an honest price compared to a lot of these pre-made systems. So I will say, for what it is, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You'll definitely get a lot out of this one. I mean, if you have the opportunity to build your own PC out of the exact same components, then go for it. But if you are definitely looking for a pre-built system, then yeah, I can't complain. That is a nice little setup you got going on there. Looks good, decent spec. Like I said, maybe go for a bigger hard drive. I mean, you can get 2 terabytes, but if 1 terabyte suffice, then yeah, perfect. I mean, it's not exactly like a small hard drive that by any means. Yeah, that is good. That is a good setup you got there. There you go, easily upgradable as well, so they can go into the future and just build up as well. 2-year warranty, looking good. Yeah, perfect. If you're looking for a PC pool, this is a nice one you got there, no problem. I mean, my setup is a... Let's go through my system spec for comparison for you. I mean, this cost me about 400 quids. Yes, it's a Dell, so a bit of an OEM model, but system spec wise, it's a... I've got a proper list somewhere with all the numbers and whatnot. Stick it open to that one. Cool, so if I actually look at my proper spec, I've got a Windows 10, of course, 6th generation Intel Core i7 6700K, so 2 generations ago, the i7. 16GB of RAM, DDR3, I believe, and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 745. So again, my system is not high-end by any means, but for the price and what you've got, I'd say, yeah, no, you're alright. That is a decent setup you got there. I've got no real, like, standing out complaints from it. It looks good. Yeah, go for it. Hopefully that just didn't drag out the answer you're looking for there, man, as well. Probably the worst answer you're looking for. There, I hope I could help. I mean, we are now flying... Oh, definitely over Germany now. Hopefully getting towards the Netherlands soon. Ooh, that scenery not loading up is not a good sign. Let me quickly reload the scenery. What am I going to turn off to try and get this out? I'll get rid of you. Right, let's rebuild the scenery. Give the simulator 2 seconds just to come back to life, and then hopefully we shouldn't have any more issues with the blurries, or in this case, half the world not loading up properly. 2 mods on that. Yeah, 2 mods as that system will run no problems. Right, what's OBS complaining about? It's nothing. Right, reloading the scenery in FSX. Switch to desktop just so you guys can see what's going on. Yeah, just rebuilding the FSX quickly. And then once that is back, we can then continue with our flights. Double check this. Sim is paused. Some connection re-established. At least that's not dying for me just yet. 1 hour 18 till arrival. There we go. Slowly but surely, FSX will come back to life. It's not a fast lane simulator by any means, but not slowest either. Taking its time. Taking its time. Taking its time. There we go. Bit more life now. 69%. Still at 69%. Still at 69%. Come on, FSX, surely. I know you got to load the scenery. There we go, 70%, making progress. I know you got to load up the scenery, but come on, it's not that bad, is it? If PC wasn't broken, he'd be on FS right now, but well, right, his system gone kaput. Fair enough. Yeah, so the i5 OC would make a difference. 2 monitors would be no problem on that setup whatsoever. And if you're desperate to actually get a new PC sorted out soon as well, if your current one is kaput, then yeah, that should be a good setup for you. Loading traffic. There is no traffic other than that sim, which is post-process. London. See, there we go. There we go. And I can see the scenery has come back to life. And while I'm here as well, check the VAS. It is at... Nope, not that one. I wanted that one. 30 FPS, 0.82. That will do. I think we may have... Yeah, we've lost connection to the simulator, so I'll quickly put that in again. Yeah, IDW. Call sign is Ryanair. 5 Papa Delta. Altitude 360. Real-time Zulu apply. Just quickly getting the top of the system flight stats again. Then once that is back, I can then head back into the simulator properly. He's broken for 2 years. Gosh, okay. Yeah, you're well overdue a new system then, dude. Well overdue. That's because I've got blimming Firefox in the background. That's probably what's eating it. As long as I'm not losing connection from that sim, all is good. Perfect. Yeah, have fun, dude. I have got a tutorial on my channel if you're that looking interested, but yeah, 737 starts up, and have fun with it, I guess. Likewise, if you're looking into proper simulators as well, I would also say look into X-Plane. It's definitely something to look at some point. I mean, the what's it called? The Zybo mod for that is genuinely quite good. Something I'm personally trying out as well, and potentially I will make a switch over to X-Plane, but for the time being, PMDG's 737 is where it's at. Decent aircraft, not 100% perfect, but it does what it needs to. I had a look, we do have a London centre, which we might be in contact with, but nothing major over Ireland or Dublin just yet for centre, or tower at this point either. P3D for you, fair enough, that is the other option I guess as well. Now for me I'm a FSX, X-Plane 11, depending on what I do. I mean, for example, X-Plane I've got the Tolis A319 on that, so any Airbus flights I guess I'm really doing on that, and then any real Boeing flights I do on here. So yeah, again it really depends on I guess what we're flying. Now, what was that message? Ooh. Bit of a weird message that. P3D looks better compared to X-Plane FSX. Compared to FSX, P3D looks exactly the same. I guess it's the same engine really in the ESP. But I guess you do have those mods now, the P3D world modifier thing and whatnot. But oops, let's check that. And compared to X-Plane, then yeah, the scenery in X-Plane, I will agree, is a bit lackluster. But I'm sure eventually it will start catching up, especially knowing that a lot of the major developers are now actually moving into X-Plane for the future. I guess it really has picked up as a major simulator. It is growing. It is certainly growing. That I don't think anyone can deny with FSX. Likewise, I will point out, those who are interested, the time is right now, at least in the UK, 18 past 6, which means it's now the 18th of the 8th, 2018 at 18 past 18. For those again interested, the 18th of the 8th, 2018, 18 past 8. Bit of fun for you guys there. Am I using text only for vPilot? No, I am using, or at least I will be using chats. The problem is there's no centres currently where I am right now, and therefore no one for me to talk to. Nearest one is Langdon Radar, and even then that's not me right now, that's not for a little while. When I get back to FS, yeah, only same as what I did. Long time. Actually, no, I didn't. I threw myself into the deep end. My first time on VATSIM was in the PMDG, like 2 days after I got it, flying from Heathrow with voice. I threw myself in the deep end. It was a bad idea, and my flying was terrible. But yeah, that's kind of what I did for mine. Do I regret it? No, I don't. But not a good idea for me, I have to say. In fact, that live stream actually is still up. If you just do a search for Drawyah KLM, then just look for the live stream of that. It's about an hour long. It was a short flight, KLM from Heathrow to Amsterdam. But my flying was terrible. It really was. So, yeah, feel free to laugh at me all you want on that one. And I can tell you for a fact my flying has definitely improved over the last couple of years. So I'm glad for that at least. In fact, how long ago did I do that stream? It's not that long ago really. I think it was like mid last year. Let me get a date for it. Drawyah KLM. I did that flight. There you go. And Heathrow to Amsterdam Schiphol. Streamed 1 year ago. Okay, so it was mid last year. April 16th, 2017. That's it. I got the PMDG a couple days beforehand, and I just threw myself in the deep end with a rather interesting flight. God, the simulator's so laggy and not the best looking either. I've definitely spent a lot of time improving that since. Got confused with the controller. How bad was it at Heathrow then for that to be the case? I mean, I don't normally have that many issues with it, but yeah, I guess that is cool. How confused was it at the Heathrow? Oh, and likewise, avoid Gatwick. Gatwick is a hellhole because it's a VATSIM training airport, and therefore has active tower 90% of the time, and so plenty of traffic flying into it as well. And Gatwick as an airport is terrible, so no better in VATSIM. Not by any means. Oh yeah, fair enough. To go for voice or video flying on that one as well. Video, sorry, voice or text chat. I can assume you did the chat flights. Text flights, jeez, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm tired. I've been out in London all day. Went to both Moomin shops in Covent Garden and Camden Town, so busy day for me. still with an hour to go on our flight. Double check the thing. Total arrival 1 hour. Yeah, it's about an hour and 10 minutes or so, plus descent time, plus taxi to gate. So yeah, it's got plenty of stuff left to do for this flight, and that doesn't end for a fair while. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, for me, fortunately, I kind of like know the basics around it, so I did just about survive with the worst. Sorry, almost forgetting how to turn the airplane engines on. Then it was the very rough landing into Amsterdam. Feels like a negative 600, 700 feet per minute. Not very nice. But the voice chat wasn't too bad. I kind of got where I was going in the end. Little bit of like communication issue with tower, I guess, and the fact that I wasn't doing proper terminology. But I did get there in the end. I did eventually make it to the air. And then Amsterdam was just a Unicom 102.8 for descent. And so that had no problems really. I can just type in what I was going to say. Hopefully those well, we may get a few contacts with towers during centre. And so we'll see who we get to talk to at that point. There we go, so you are now close enough for an Amsterdam tower. Thank you very much for the follow, Paul, much appreciated. And yeah, hopefully again once we get closer to the UK, we may get a few centres to talk to. Preferably I'd like an approach and tower when I do come into land, get clearance of that as well. But we'll see how the rest of the flight goes. Welcome, Goran. How you doing today? Yeah, flying without squawk, not the best idea. That means the tower can't even see you. I mean, there's my one down here. I mean, I've not said to anything because there's no one to contact, but as long as I'm on Squawk Charlie, they can at least see me in the air, the VATSIM controllers. A lot of cases, the aircraft does it automatically, but at least in VATSIM does it automatically. But yeah, there are a few things that need to be like a must for this. To be fair, I'm quite surprised, even worse on like a lot of aircraft as well. I mean, I'm guessing this gets a number off of FSUI PC, but I mean, for example, like PMDG, fair enough, you can probably get some way of getting to it. Comparing it to some maybe like highly advanced freeware or a FSX cockpit, I'm not sure how it gets the numbers out of that. otherwise, yeah, flights generally been quite, yeah, not too bad on that sim. Things have definitely, guess gotten better the more I fly, the more I get used to it. No real complaints on that side. And again, as long as you guys are enjoying these flights and these streams, then yeah, it's something I also definitely will continue in the long run. I mean, for a long time I didn't stream properly on Saturdays, kind of took a massive break from that. Not the best idea in the world, so from here, hoping to having that improve in the long run. Eventually do a lot more streaming on that. I mean, Twitch especially can be a bit dead. That's my big problem. I need more viewers on Twitch. YouTube's alright, YouTube is fine, but my Twitch followership's a bit low at times. So I'm trying to find ways to improve that, but it's not exactly the easiest thing to do, especially on the niche genre like simulators. Even the Dovetail Games Train Sim World new release stream was a bit lackluster with the views. So, hoping in the long run things will improve. How long till I reach Dublin? I will land at Dublin in 1 hour and 3 minutes. Give or take a few. Here you go. Planned arrival 1 hour 20 minutes if you look at the blue box on the top left. And likewise, if you know Zulu time, it also gives you the ETA at the top of the screen. So, at about 7:30 we'll be landing. Again, though, that's probably a slightly inaccurate time. Hopefully that'll help things as well. There we go, hostess in the cabin again. Of course, this was a bit of fun to have the flight crew talking to you, really talking to the passengers for the most part. And yeah, as I said earlier on during departure, expecting a lot more cloud coverage when I do fly to when I do fly over the Netherlands. As long as the scenery below the ground is still spawning in, that's the main thing that matters. If not, I can just reload that again later. But yeah, not. I mean, you can have the major channels for about flight simulators. You got like Frugal. Who doesn't actually does Frugal really stream? Sorry, yes, he does all the time. I'm trying to think. We've got Squirrel, who doesn't do flight simulators so much anymore. Matt Davies streams a lot. What's his name? Gosh, I've forgotten. Chewy96 still streams a lot. Frugal, as I said, does. He doesn't really stream. He does his weekly show and a few other videos, but he's not really a streamer. And yeah, you got a few other smaller channels as well. And don't forget some of the people like Air Force Proud. He's very much doing these videos. And then you've got Swissair 007, whatever his name is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like his channel so much. Some of it's fun to watch, but he's just more like the memes, the jokes. It's not my personal favourite. I mean, his content, I guess, is good from the right eye, but for me personally, it's not the best. But hey, that's my opinion, and my opinion is that of a channel with less than 2,000 subs, and so it basically doesn't matter. Yeah, other than that, yeah, reach is a bit small sometimes. There are other games I am happy to stream and try out, I guess. I mean, if there are other requests you guys have, feel free to say it in the chat. I'm more than happy to look into them. I don't like Jack. I will be honest, I do not like Jack. Me and him have a bit of, not much, but basically just one of his live streams he did a little while ago. He chose to ridicule me on his stream and just basically just a bastard of calling names, basically. So yeah, if you enjoy his landing videos, then feel free to. But again, his flying style is a bit... It's a weird one. It's a weird one. I mean, he's moving on to X-Plane not too long ago. His videos... Again, if you like his content, you like his content. Me personally, again, it's not like... I don't know with him. His content, it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, like I said, we have our small bit of history where he did ridicule me over nothing, really. And then his flying ain't the best. I mean, no offense, dude, but your flying really isn't the best. I mean, good luck with X-Plane. You have moved on to that, and you did rebrand your channel as well from... it used to be Jack FSX videos. It's now like Jack's FS videos. Jack FSX. What's your channel name now officially? Yeah, Jack's FS videos. And then you've got your more open streaming stuff going on there. But again, there's something about his content that just doesn't quite fit with me. During September, played some games. Yeah, sure, no worries, dude. If you're on Discord, you're in Twitch, so just below the stream is like a big box of Discord. Do feel free to join that. Ah, see, he's just uploaded a P3D video as well, Jack. So look at the web continue to learn. Yeah, check out his video later. I mean, again, I don't like not watch his videos. I do actually watch his stuff, but yeah, just we have our history. Oh yes, and he also recently came out saying that he bought his subscribers as well, which, again, he apologised for it. I think most people accepted his apology, but not cool, basically, not cool. So, yeah, that's another thing as well, we'll say. We have our history. I respect him, but we have our history. Rant over. That Drawyah guy, total loser. No one likes him. Yeah, no worries, Goran. I'll speak to you soon. Bacon sandwich. Yeah, feel free to add that as well. Hit me up. Feel free to. I actually do need to check, oh god, I have to open up Firefox, do I? Check Steam quickly. That's fine. I need to check if this is actually working. Trying out a new thing on that, but unfortunately, Steam unknown status, no one's viewing it. Yeah, Steam is a little dead at this time. Just need to be worried about that one. I mean, am I actually live on here is the big question. I don't think so. Nope, no I'm not. Okay, we'll check that out later. As for our flights, we are now about to leave. Alright, we have left Netherlands now. Literally just crossing the lands now. There we go. We are now over the English Channel. Maybe check my flights info for top of descent. It's about 200 nautical miles away, so yeah, it's got a fair bit of time for top of descent. I will, however, start looking into landing config. Let's double check any approaches, centres. You're still Langdon, are you? Yes, Langdon Centre, London Control. Cool, so I'll look for the active runway shortly and then set up a start for landing. Mayday, 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 Lufthansa dual engine failure. Although he's forgotten to state what airport he's flying into. And of course, that sim never takes into appreciation emergency failures. Yeah, much appreciated, Paul. Much appreciated.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's no time to make a decision that you might regret in the future. It's time to stop me or love together while we smoke down the cabin. Thank you.
Right, so I was going to check out the runway for landing. That can be done over Flight Radar 24. Switch over to desktop. Ooh, he said something. Roger, sorry. I take it he's new to this then. Again, so basically he mentions his Mayday, what airports, Frankfurt, and then just giving the future reference. We don't appreciate emergencies on VATSIM, which, fair enough. It's not like you're going to call out a Mayday terrorist attack on VATSIM. That really isn't appreciated. But something for the future to learn. We're not going to shoot him or anything for this. Right, see what approach we have at Dublin. Is that Dublin there? Belfast. Sorry, Dublin's Republic of Ireland. I do apologise. That loads. There we go. That one's Dublin. Runway today is cool. I'm guessing that's 28 then. No Zybo tonight. No, just using standard PMDG. Something quick to stream. Right, runway 28 for approach. That will set. Uh, 28 on the which approach should we go for? Bagso 1 Lima. Let's just make a double check of that one. Switch to plan. Go to the legs and go step. Maybe not. Maybe not. So we'll go for, whoops, not departure arrival. 28 on the 1 X-ray. Yep, that one's fine. So we'll execute that one. And Bagso, bring that back into there. Perfect. That is our approach sorted out. And we will now use this for reference of landing using reserve fuel. That's fine. That is fine. That will sort itself out. And I now want to know destination path after Kogax. Okay, right, what is going on with this one? Kogax. Namu. Do I use Active Sky 16? Yes, I do. I am still using Active Sky. This one here. I am over here now. have a look at what my small hiccup with the approach is here. No routes after Kogaks. In that case, if I actually go and do what we shouldn't be doing, which is deleting waypoints, so Karav will get rid of, and which one's the next one as well? Add this, we'll delete you two, and then Kogaks will then be the next waypoint, and then that will give you a easier path. Again, not exactly what you meant to do, but hey. Is that it's payware, Active Sky, it's AS16 by the way, not A5, AS16 is payware, it's like £40. Although it does go on sale from time to time, so do also keep an eye out for that one as well. Anyways, that is our approach sorted. And then we can look into that later. So about 100 nautical miles from top of the descent now. So no, I take that back, about 180 nautical miles. Bit of a step, 250 to 10,000. Kogaks 8. And whereabouts is? Oh, actually no, that's unable to fit that. Yeah, okay, that's better. Not perfect, but for me, I will happily take that. So Ravlo to Otsbed, where we'll then start our descent soon after. .265, 250, 230. Right, that is better. Again, not exactly the best approach ever, but as long as it gets us down in one piece, that is the main thing, and likewise I can control everything afterwards when needed. Right, so our approach is now set at Dublin, and we are now just going to fly across the UK. From the looks of things, I don't think we're going to have any contacts with tower for this approach, so that's something we won't need to worry about either. Once we're just at top descent, I can then signal in that we are going to start our descents. Again, I'm a little concerned, if I'm totally honest, by the approach we've got there, but hang on, no destination path after Kogaks. There is, it's even showed it to me, so I'm assuming that's the previous warning. So fuel we don't need. If I go back to initiate ref, approach, init ref even, we'll be using 30 degrees of flaps. Plug that in. Glide slope set, that's fine. Reference speed all set. We'll be using that for our approach now. Might even set that as well, just in case. Right, everything looks on point. Yes, we are quite heavy. We are quite heavy. The main thing right now is passengers. To be fair, this is a lot heavier than what I'm normally flying with this, so something to bear in mind during approach. Going a bit slower and a bit lighter if need be. Fuel-wise, hopefully you should be alright as well for landing. Ah, Wolfback, welcome back, dude. How you doing today? You never know. Passengers could do it for once. Maybe the Polish delivery truck from Poland to Republic of Ireland's not running today. Got stopped at border control, and therefore all the passengers now have to bring their massive boxes of oddpause stuff with them underneath the holds. It's potential. It's possible. Oh yeah, of course, center fuel tank does go off once the center fuel tank is empty. Don't worry, I'm not that poor with my 737 knowledge. Center tank was turned off a long time ago. So we are soon to arrive at the UK. Though not for a little while to come, unless that's the scenery not loading in properly. I do not know anymore. No, we're about halfway through our channel crossing, so yeah, no scenery just yet. Not particularly. I mean, again, the fuel light here, once I see that, and the master caution light turns on as well, then no, that's just standard 737 knowledge. Not even that difficult. It blinks right on your eye. No, this is the same repaint I've been using for years on FSX. Literally go back to my first FSX PMDG stream. I've been using this livery. This is old. Very old. Likewise, how's the frame rate as well on stream? I'm looking at that. It looks a bit laggy. I'm getting a good 25-30 FPS out of FSX right now. I'm hoping that gets reflected in the stream. Although, knowing me, I'm probably not. It's my one thing. Like a VSync issue with my stream and the OBS encoder. I'm guessing something sometimes is out of loop. And therefore, while I'm getting about 30 FPS, you guys are seeing maybe half of that. Looks fine here. Okay, that's fine then. I'm just going to quickly pop to the toilets. Hopefully you'll have our two flight attendants standing by the door to stop anyone from running in. Why do you torture passengers with the old interior? Why not? As long as Ryanair have this aircraft, it means it saved me from having to download a new Ryanair livery. Simple as. Back in 2 seconds. No, you don't, Paul. You can run FSX on dual screen, monitor, wide ultra angles, nonsense like that. It is possible. You don't need it window mode, don't worry. It's how most of those like massive simulators do it, in a way where they have like a projector or multiple monitors and they just stretch the game across all screens. Alright, if you're setting it up like that, Paul, then yes, I believe... no, I think you can have it on a single monitor. You just need to set it up so that it only appears on one, basically. But no, it is possible. Oh, was it? One of the Ryanairs I had there. Small accidents. That is a while ago. Fair enough, this really is an old, beaten aeroplane. But hey, it still flies. I mean, Boeing's simplicity means that a couple of rolls of duct tape on the winglet will probably fly the same as if it never had a scratch at all. Aviation safety network? Oh yeah, genuine. Fair enough. 10 years. Okay, so it really is one of Ryanair's much older aircraft, and I'm sure probably will be... What is the Ryanair retirement currently up at to? What's the last aeroplane to leave service? That would be interesting to know. Echo November Zoo. Have they skipped DYA then? Is this... Yeah, soon to go. But quite odd then if they actually skipped one of the Deltas if now on the Echoes for retirements. Cool, gone by Christmas. Okay, so yeah. Not too long then till they do all leave. How are we doing in terms of top of descent? 80 nautical miles about. Yes, I will need to try and find a new Ryanair livery to replace this one with. Yes, the NGX uses the old halogen bulbs from when it was first released in 2013, so... Foxtrot Oscar Alpha. Okay, I'll look into a new Ryanair to replace this one by Christmas. And it should be a simple texture change in dxe.bmp. Right, top of descent should be soon, here on our map. No centres, towers, approaches or anyone here. So we'll just go on our own accord. And that should be alright. Again, double check my altitudes for this, because again I'm a little bit... I'm not sure if the aircraft can do that. 1800 from 36, sorry, 18,000 from 36. Then 10 from backside. I mean the distance actually is great enough for it, I guess. Yeah, we'll be fine. Had a face. Ah, right. I remember when they did those. Decorated the Ryanairs with, for one summer only, with the face of many of the passengers who flew with them. That was a fun time for Ryanair. Yeah, someone make a book about this. The complete history of Delta Yankee Alpha from its birth and leaving with Jeju Air, where it will most likely retire in another 20-30 years' time. So the coast of England, sorry, even the coast of Wales at this point is visible to us on the horizon now. Still a long way to go, but yeah, it's like that very thin line there is the coastline where land meets sea. Otherwise, enjoy this full VFR scenery that surrounds the United Kingdom, which eats up a lot of my hard drive space and probably wasn't even required. I mean, now I've got the Orbex FTX Global. Now it doesn't look half bad, but hey, full VFR scenery of the entire UK. I hate complaining. It's what everyone dreams of in a simulator, to get real world scenery. And this is as close as you're gonna get it. But yeah, we'll see what we get to see in the UK. Traffic wise, got a fair few aircraft in the area. Quite a few say CRJ 700s, I have to say. Quite interesting aircraft, some of them British Airways, KLM, Thomson. Got British Airways BBJ 777, British Airways 74, TY Fly 73, 2 Ryanairs, not including myself. There's a BMI 321, EasyJet 320, and 2 Easy 319s. So a few aircraft in the area. press F, BMI.
Altitude.
Altitude it is. So, top of the descent is coming up to 40 nautical miles now. Did you ever stream BMI? Did I stream BMI? I'll check. I'll double check my previous live streams. No, I don't think I did. The BMI flight was cover for my Finland flights. Nah. I will do. I will do at some point. It's BMI across Europe. I'll definitely try and do it at some point. And actually go ahead with it. Like I said, the flights I need to do is someone's requested a Barbados flight, so I will do a Barbados flight at some point. I want to do a 737 from Helsinki to Gatwick on Norwegian, which is the flight I did back from Finland on the 24th of July. And yes, I'll do the BMI flight at some point as well. So at least 3 flights planned out for me in the upcoming weeks for me to enjoy. Barbados, Gatwick, and I need to double check where the BMI flight was. It's on Discord, so I'll check that. There you go, top percent is now on screen, and so we will soon start reaching back to the ground. Ah, thank goodness for that. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 2. God, that game's been stressful. 2-0 up, and then just kind of threw it away before half time. No, got the third one back. Finally, I can breathe again. Stressful game this. Who scored again? Yeah, fairly standard goal. Marcus Alonso. I ain't complaining as long as we can get one back. Goodness for that. Again, started off so well. Pedro scoring it to like 10 minutes. It was a couple of minutes later. Morata scored his first goal of the season, finally. And then 2 goals. I think it was Mkhitaryan and Iwobi just before half time. Very stressful. And Alonso now just scored one for us. Very happy indeed. Phone call from work. I do have to apologise. And I'll talk to you, Robbie, about X-Plane in a moment. work just called up. I actually need to quickly do something. It's annoying, especially on a Saturday, but it's got to be done. Customer on a competition, and they obviously haven't issued their prize. Right, I only take a few moments, otherwise I can get back to that. Let's go to that. And then top of descent will be very soon. There, get the FMC now wanting me for that. What will be our final 2,500? So if I set that to 3,000. Toggle VNav. And then the aircraft will know to descend once you do reach top of descent. Right, so yes, Robbie, you just bought X-Plane. How are you finding it? For crying out loud, let's go through browser. Okay, this is really annoying. Alright, as long as the flight scale goes on in the background, that's the main thing that happens. And this I need to send through here. That's the company. I then need to go to their messages. Of course, it happened during top of descent. Descending flight level 360 for 8,000. And then let me just check the messaging on the company page. Make sure that she's not complaining. If she is, that is a problem. And then I can get back to my landing in Dublin. Perfect, that's fine. So I just need to quickly go on the follow-up messages and copy and paste the voucher. Perfect. A simple job for me. Basically, customer won a competition, and now she needs to quickly inform the restaurants that she's won it at that she is coming today. So copy that, paste it in. Customer. Right, that is sending. And now I can get back to my flights. Perfect. I hope I'm on the right view. Yes, I am. If I showed that off on screen, then I'd need to cancel this quickly. Cool. So now descending. I can monitor that from here. Pardon me if you had that. And also, I will now head over to FMC. Oh wow. Again, even Boeing has their old school altimeter. I love that. Do you work from your computer? No, I work from an office just out of London. But I do have access to my stuff from home if required. Not everything, but very limited stuff like emails and like contact groups and whatnot. But no, I do actually have a place I work at. Right, so let's check out my approach. So I need to be on 111.35. Oops, there we go, 111.35. 11135. And then it's heading 279. 279 course 1. 279 course 2. Perfect. So once we're established, that will ping me. And then we can then go on to the approach once that is possible. But we've still got a little bit left to go before we do. Auto brake has already been set, and everything else is fine. Quickly announce my intentions. So actually, yeah, let the descending to approach message go through. Cool. Just going to state my intentions on VATSIM. So we will land. So starting descent for Echo India Delta Whiskey for flight level 080. Level 3080. Expecting runway 28 on the approach we've selected is the Bags 1 X-ray approach. Bags 1 X-ray approach. Yeah, we do have some people that work from home. Not in our company, we all work from the office in London, but yeah, there are some people I do know work from home. Something I need to do as well. There we go, this one. What was it called? Orwell. So we will soon leave the, there you go, you have now left Wales. Very nice bit of scenery that. Yeah, now have left Wales. And we'll soon, actually no, that's Liverpool. Okay, so we have left England. Wales is a bit more south from here. And then, yeah, we'll continue our descent soon to arrive at Dublin. I still want to say we're a little high. I'm tempted to actually go into a bit of a holding pattern here. 10,000 by Bagso, and then it's quite a simple descent actually after that. 8,000 in 60. No, we are fine. It's fine. Yeah, so we'll carry on our descent. No need for a holding pattern just yet. We should soon then land. But I do think we're a little high, and I can do a holding pattern later on. But for now, we should be alright. And we have 132. Thank goodness for that. Let's watch the Arsenal fan TV reactions shortly. Yes, I have. ILS has been tuned in 111.35 on both ILSs, and then both courses set to 279. That has been sorted, no worries. Again, I've done this so many times before. We're passing through 20,000 feet now. Yes, the Airbus is alien to me because I've just never flown it properly in so long. This aircraft, again, is hands-on, it's simple. You say it's more complicated, but for me it's hands-on, it's simple, you know what you're doing, you ain't bored, you're pressing all the buttons. The Airbus, you flick a switch and it turns on. You sit there, you flick a switch and it turns off. That's it, basically. I love how fiddly these all are, like you all mess around with switches and touch it. I mean, I bet your Airbus doesn't come with its own very own fidget spinner. Get to enjoy that the entire flight. And it won't change a thing. You've even got this one over here, a backup fidget spinner for the co-pilots. How beautiful, eh? Yes, I've really just lowered myself down to fidget spinners and memes. I'm disappointed in myself, don't worry. Right, so passing through 18,000 shortly. We'll have co-pilot tell me that we're passing. In fact, no we won't. I'm going to turn that off. Cruise setup. Nope, not that one. Sounds, there we go. Announce transition altitude. No, but I want 10,000. Okay, right, screw it.
We're passing transition altitude, Captain.
No, we're not. We're not in the US. In Airbus, you have 4 fidget spinners. How sad. How sad can it get? Right, passing through 18,000. And let me actually check the altimeter for Dublin. It is 1014 millibars. So now then, just to get it sorted, no, I want it in there. There we go, altimeter 1014 millibars, not whatever the US one is. What is the US measurement? It's millibars and inches, okay. I'm not sure how you measure inches in pressure, but hey. What do people in Discord say? Oh no, I posted it in my own private chat, so I can just copy the link onto my phone to not destroy my simulator. If you want, send a link to it again. Matt Designs, have a look at it. You can be the second opinion to his computer he wants. Wait for that. We shall continue as in. There we go. That's the link to his computer. And to my knowledge, he doesn't want to build. He wants it pre-built. So That's what he's looking at. Cool, so passing through 16,000 now. Soon reach 10,000 feet. Again, everything has been set for the approach. So landing this thing shouldn't take too long now. Got a few new viewers into the stream. Welcome to those people. How you all doing? Let's hope I can impress you all with a landing. Smooth as butter. Although, we all know that's not going to happen. Yeah, so he wants to go for the slightly upgraded CPU. And then, like I said, same thing I said as well. I mean, not too bad, decent builds. The people who's building it also look genuine as well. And for the most part, it's a decent system for that price. Yeah, DDR4 RAM at 8 gigs. Yeah, it's a solid system, that. Right, so soon we will start entering the soon we'll start entering the star for our approach, our standard arrival pattern for approach. And then with no tower at the moment on VATSIM, double check one last time. What center are you? Shannon control, right. Don't know why anyone would go to Shannon right now, but Dublin traffic's clear. No approaches at Dublin, no towers at Dublin, no ground at Dublin. Quite a few people at Manchester at the moment, so there's an event going on. We also have Dublin ATIS for me to listen to later, but other than that, fairly simple approach now this time. Yes, simple answer to that, Paul. Yes. I mean, even I was a bit 50-50 at that one as well when I saw it. He is right though. If you get the i7, yeah, put the 40 quid to more RAM and look into an i7 for that system. Right, about to pass 10,000 feet, so we'll need to turn on landing lights shortly. And my airspeed will need to be at 250 knots. That can be easily achieved at this point actually. That's going to maybe put on speed brakes shortly if required, but it shouldn't be too bad. course. 122.8 is about Donald default FSX ATIS, and so I'm now going to have to listen to this for the rest of the flights. Every time I fly to to Republic of Ireland, I have to suffer this. It's actually quite funny sometimes. You just don't expect it, and then boom, default air traffic control and FSX needs to come in and speak. Go away, O'Donnell. I'm not even flying to you. The problem is I can't exactly tune away from 12.8 Unicom because there's another aircraft in the air as well flying into Dublin, so I need to be able to have open communications with him before I can ignore him, I guess, for landing. So I'm going to have to sit through this. Always a bit of fun. Oh yes, I know 12.8 is real frequency. I mean FSX default. I'm talking about FSX default air traffic control, not real frequencies. Yes, this is real. Don't worry. 122.805. Oh no, 131.15. We are saved. 131.15. This is centre. Good afternoon, Tower. This is Ryanair 5 Papa Delta with you at flight level 116, approaching Dublin today.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, Shannon Control, squawk 6622.
6622. 6622 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta identified on the cleared on the bank for 1 Lima arrival landing runway 28% flight level 80.
That's what he wants. I don't like it, but that's what he wants. Cleared on the Bagsol 1 Lima approach for runway 28 at Dublin, Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. I don't like that approach. I hate it. I'm going to be mean here, aka Cudgel's fine. In fact, let me just set my I would direct, but I need to get at least 2.
No shuttle 7109 Shannon, we check you approaching Pickle, radar control service terminate Unicom 1228, have a nice
Okay,
flight.
I'm happy with that.
I'll
I'm
say
happy
right.
with. A little bit more with the approach, but
Thanks, take care, bye.
Lampo, I'll give no. Namu, I'll get rid of as well, just to make my life a bit easier. His life's a bit more painful, but my life a bit easier.
Descending
Required.
below 10,000 feet, Captain.
Delete Namu, and bring Lampo up, There we go, that will do me, and hopefully you should be fine with it as well. Using spoilers to bring it back to 250 knots, now we have reached 10,000 feet. At the same time, I will now set the landing lights on. And we do have active tower we are talking to for our approach, which is always good. So any vectors as well he wants to give me, that can also be arranged. We are not yet established, well that will be soon hopefully. We used to have a bit of a computer nerds chat currently going on Twitch right now. Yeah, again, helping out Paul pick out a new computer for him. The services we provide on Drawyah's channel, aren't they great? That needs to be set to 3, down to 5 for the actual Quite slow. Oh no. Set that to 3. He's quite happy with that. That's fine. We can. FSX. Please don't do this to me. FSX. Don't do this to me again. Please don't do this to me. The moment something says it's disconnected... No. No. No, 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 no. We've disconnected from FSUI PC. Something's gone on the back end. Oh no. Oh, FSX. I love you, but you are a cruel mistress sometimes.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, contact approach 121.1.
121.1 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, assuming we haven't crashed the simulator?
No problem.
I'll check autosaves. I know FSUI PC autosaves. Oh god, we're gonna have to do this whole thing again. We're gonna have to reload the simulator. Except I'm now on the final approach. Crying out loud every single time. Right, right, we're gonna have to end the sim. Completely kill FSX. Okay, let's reload it again. Yes, we have crashed. VPI's disconnected momentarily. 121.1. We're going to be spawning in autosave potentially at final approach into Dublin. I hope the flight plan's still there. If not, I'm going to have to quickly put together a very simple star into Dublin. Reprogram the flights, get that all going. Ah, for crying out loud, this happens to me every time. Every single time. And of course during a live stream as well, where you guys get to all enjoy the pain I'm going through as well. I mean, as long as we're still at 9,000 feet at 258 knots heading 274, and our arrival time is a minute ago, or just call for vectors. That is plan B. Come on, FSX. Don't do this to me. And we're missing frames, so actually I think we may have even lost connection to Twitch. Okay, we are back. Stream has come back to life, fortunately. Thank you. No, I don't want that anymore. I want to go to FSX with the background slowly. Can you check if he's streaming right now? Is he streaming right now? Squawk mode Charlie, yeah. Oh god, is he streaming right now? Squawk mode Charlie. Yes, he is. Yes, he blimmin' is. Right, now everyone knows I'm flopping. Please tell me autosave will actually give me a decent autosave position. Where is it? What's it even called? Where is autosave? Previous flights. No, it's 757. No. That is so annoying. Okay. Plan C. We load up FSX. Dublin, okay. I'm gonna hate myself for this, but it's the only option I've got. I'm going to load up. Yes. Continue tracking for now. Now it's changing my flight stats on smart cars as well. This whole thing's gone kaput. But if I do get an actual landing in, it would still be quite nice to actually get a proper landing view from his stream as well. So that I get to enjoy if I do make it in one piece. Alright, now I need to try and figure out what my position was before I crashed. So that I can try and find. I was just entering this. Yes, I know, I should need to explain. Right. I was just entering the star at Bagso. That was my last position before the sim crashed. My last fuel was... Okay, I can use smart cards. It tells me what my fuel was and whatnot. So, simulator established... right, £7,526. I will try and get that as close as possible. I'll then move the aircraft to Bagso at 8,000 feet, which was my approach, and then I will request vectors into land at Dublin. No FS passengers, unfortunately. That is now gone. And then his frequency... that's where has crashed as well. V-pipe, sorry. What is his frequency? Can someone give me the frequency to the... Shannon guy, Squawk Mode Charlie. If they'll get me his thing, that will also be appreciated in the fact I can then at least get myself a for crying out loud. Alright, so you guys can now see this, that is fine. I now need to switch to the Ryanair. .15. Cool. I will now tune that once I've got the aircraft loaded up properly. Right, so setting up the FMC, unfortunately at this point, would just be... I should just connect to VATSIM right now and have my aircraft appear on his runway on screen. Right, Delta Yankee Alpha. I now need to set... Hey Google. 7,520 pounds in kilos.
7,520 pounds equal 3,411.015 kilograms.
3,411. 3,411. That looks about right. Yes. Aircraft. Set it for loading. All right. We'll set it for default. That means aircraft is on, flying properly. Okay, Google. Hey Google, repeat that.
I said 7,520 pounds equal 3,411.015.
3,411. Where am I going? Well, I'm on the wrong page. That's why. 3,411. Okay. Position-wise, I was... let me just set the So it's at 8,000. 250 knots. Which is 240, just for the safe side. Flight directors on. It was 279. We're not going to use auto landing or anything. This will just be a standard manual landing, so that is fine. VATSIM's still going to track my... Oh no, I'm disconnected VATSIM, that is fine. It was 131.15. Alright, 131.15. Toggle that, and that's now when I'm on VATSIM, I can then just appear. I was 6622 on the squawk. TCAS you can turn on. Right, so that should be... hang on, what's my frequency for landing? 111.35 was it? 111.35. I apologise for this, guys. I only have FSX to blame. EIDW. Oh no, sorry, it was EPLL. EPLL to EIDW. Doing this as quick as possible now. It's fine, I don't even care about that at this point. Quickly stick any flight plan in right now. EPL, EIDW, okay. Approach was set to 28 on the 1 Lima approach. Ah, right, IRS is in the wrong place. Kill me now, please. Right. Direct to... Where's direct? Direct. Right, if you can find that, that would be fine. Problem is the aircraft thinks I'm now in, Great. Right, now quickly try and find a... For crying out loud, why is it doing this? Okay, map. Stick it off the coast of Dublin somewhere. Heading was 270, airspeed was 240. Altitude was at 8,000, so 8,200, so I can actually get the time to change that. Speed, and we've got no VNAV anymore, rather annoyingly. 8,000, that will do, that shall do, I guess. Gears go up. Now it's quickly connects to that's... Oh, we have got an LNAV. We have got an LNAV, okay. So if I direct to... there... Have we got VNAV as well? I hope we do. No, we don't, because I need to set the... Right, pause my position. This is so annoying. But it needs to be done right. So that's that. 11:23. Quickly plug that in as soon as possible. It was 360 for cruising. Winds I don't care anymore, as long as I can get onto a VNAV. Perfect, right, connects to VATSIM again. Hello again, Shannon Centre. My aircraft is now back in one piece, although possibly in a slightly different position. So, am I still with you, or am I going back to approach at Dublin?
Back to 1-1.
Right, so I'm on approach. Oh, yep, cool. So, roger that. 121.1 for Dublin approach. Again, my apologies for the simulator crashing. Thank you very much. Alright, 121.1. Good afternoon, Dublin approach. Apologies for the slight delay in coming over to you. My simulator had just crashed, but I am with you at flight level at 8,000 feet for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta.
On 5 Papa Delta approach, hello, with information, Lima current CQH 1014 Dublin, landing runway 28. Confirm your inbound waypoint currently.
Say again, sorry, Ryanair 5 Papa Delta.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, what waypoint are you inbound?
We are inbound for... Oh, hang on. We are inbound for QDOM, Ryanair 5 Papa Delta.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, roger, reject to Mo Lima Alpha Papa Mike Oscar.
Direct to Lima Alpha Mike Papa Oscar for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. Cool, so we are going straight to lap mode.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, firm D10, altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 101.
Down to 3,000 QNH 1010 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta.
101.
1014 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. Again, his last number cut out, so I'm guessing that's that. Yes, it is. Down to 3,000. We're making a landing. This is FSX. This is definitely FSX, my friend. I got the overhead. Fly live. Bring that back as well. That's fine. Let's give you the proper fly live stats. So it's EPL to EIDW, RYR 5 Papa Delta, 36,000, real-time GMT, apply, let that find its destination, and then we'll get back into an actual final into tower. Yes, you can. That's just simple vRYR modding for X-Plane. Right, so we're going to make a landing, whether or not the simulator wants us to. We're going to make a landing. We're also very soon at the end of the runway, ready to enter the glide slope. You set the auto landing as well. There we go, auto brakes.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, expedite southeast.
Right, we are a bit high, so we need to descend a lot higher than that. Gear down. Frequency 121.1. Now, do I need to be on a different frequency? I'm on approach. Say again frequency for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. I need to be on tower for a landing.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, well, no frequency.
I'm not sure what he's saying there, so I do apologise, but unfortunately there's nothing else I can do. Go back onto the VNav. Yes, it is. 1.35. ILS is
Ryanair
set.
5 Papa Delta from Latin Clear approach runway 28, report established.
We are established. Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. Yes. There we go. Sorry, now we then are established. Ryanair 5 Papa Delta is established on the localizer.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, roger, copy the tower 118.16.
118.1 118.6 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. Thank you very much. 118.6. Ryanair 5 Papa Delta is with North Runway 28.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta cleared ILS runway 28, QNH1, oh, here, sorry about that, hold on.
Clears to land runway 28 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. There we go, we are now on the glide slope. And we will continue to be so until final. Hopefully everything is still tracking. Welcome back, Goran. How are you doing? Ooh, wait, is my landing lights even set because of the crash? No, lights haven't been set properly. We aren't pressurised, but we're below 10,000, that's fine. Otherwise, everything, as long as that's still in one piece, is fine.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta, sir, but that's surface winds 210 at 6 knots, land runway 28.
Thanks for the updates. Clear to land runway 28 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. I am on FSX right now. FSX flying on VATSIM.
Ryanair 536 is ready for push.
A little bit of turbulence, but nothing too major right now.
Ryanair 536 push, center roof, QNH 1014.
Oh,
South
wait.
QNH 1014, Ryanair 536, thank you.
I forgot the scenery doesn't have any pappies by the runway for me to use to guide.
Ryanair 536.
So I'll just use the diamonds on the PFD for this one, which is fine. Also reach 1000, I'll disconnect the autopilot.
Ryanair 536 will go flight level 210.
I can go to explain. I have got to set up. And to be fair, after FSX crashed on me a couple of minutes ago, I am thinking about going to explain. But nah, it's just a simple flight. In terms of like, if I want a quick setup, I can just load up FSX nice and simple. Depends on what I feel really at the time, is your simple answer. Autopilot disconnects.
Shark 458, you're at stand 300 at the moment. Oh yeah, Shark 458, thank you very much.
I must remember the scenery as well. There's a bit of a cliff in front of the runway at Dublin, so I'm having to keep an eye on that as well during my approach. Because I'm a little high.
Maliv 623 behind, de-landing 737-800. You can line up and wait behind.
After the landing, Boeing 737, line up runway 28 and 8 behind Maliv 623.
Keep it centre. A little bit of a crosswind I am battling, that is fine.
Good evening, Ryanair 818, stand 121-473 with Mach QNH 1014 hectopascals, speed to Edinburgh, please.
Don't float it, that's the last thing I want right now.
Ryanair 818, you're clear to rotate 1 after departure, runway 28, Mach 6614,
Reverse thrust.
airborne frequency is channel control 131.150.
Runway 18 clear to Edinburgh, there was 1 after departure, runway 28, squawk 6614,
Reverse thrust cut.
131.15.
And welcome to Dublin. Not my happiest landing ever,
Ryanair 818, you're back.
but that will do.
Also when you're ready to push.
Watching my landing on the other channel's live stream right now. Bit of a hectic one, but I ain't complaining. Welcome to Dublin.
Dublin Tower, Shamrock 458, sorry about that. We're ready for taxi.
Shamrock 458, taxi link 3, Foxtrot 2, Foxtrot 1, hold short at Echo 1, runway
Landing
28.
lights off, taxi lights set.
Taxi to link 2 via Foxtrot 2 and Foxtrot 1 for Shamrock 458.
Shamrock 458, taxi to Echo 1 via link 3, Foxtrot 2, Foxtrot 1.
Let him do the taxiways for him.
Sorry about that, taxi to Echo 1 by link 3, Foxtrot 2, Foxtrot 1, Shamrock 458.
Ryanair 5 Papa Delta is now clear of runway and requesting taxi to gates.
Ryanair 5 up Delta, hello, welcome to Dublin, taxi via Bravos up to Hotel 2, hold short, runway 1634.
Taxi via the Bravos and the hotels to 1634 for Ryanair 5 Papa Delta. Thank you very much.
Ryanair 515, taxi, please.
Maliv 623, runway 28, clear for takeoff, surface winds 210 at 6 knots.
That's annoying when they put some random character after the gates, and so I actually don't know which one I'm going to properly. So I will taxi to parking, and then set up from there. Otherwise, landing rate, I actually didn't see what the touchdown rate was. I can check that. No, I can't. What was my landing rates? Did this even... No, because it disconnects from FSX.
Ryanair 536, taxi via Bravo 1, hold short, Echo 1, runway 28.
Ryanair 536, taxi to Bravo 1 using taxi via Bravo 1 holding point Echo 1, runway 28.
Got a Malev 737 now taking off on the runway.
Shamrock 498, clearance to Farrell.
I'm also now on screen on the Squawk Mode Charlie live stream.
Shamrock 498, you're clear to Farrell. Link 5 Alpha departure, runway 28. Spark
There he goes.
66571 frequency is standing control 131.150.
Now, I need to figure out which ones are the hotels so that I can get to a gate, because unfortunately we don't have
Here to Faro.
taxiway signs at this airport.
Departure. Squawk 6651.
But otherwise, the Ryanair gates are the ones on the left here.
458, hold position please.
Hang on, no, sorry, it's this way. Bravo's the hotels are right ahead. That's where I need to remember my Dublin. I mean, my stand's on the right anyway, so yeah, there's the other Ryanair coming in now. My stands are on that side. There you go, apron 1, so that's the 1 section, and now I need to figure out which one is 634, which is none of these. At least this I can't tell, so I'm going to assume it's the next one. Take a lucky guess, and enter here. There we go. And there we have it. Welcome to Dublin Airports. Ground connection set, ground power set, air conditioning we'll have as well. And there we go. Actually turn off the lights as well needed. So taxi comes off and my strobe also comes along with anti-collision. Perfect. Alright, I'm looking at the ground map on this, and yeah, no gate. It has determined me as, that's fine. But yeah, fairly successful flight this one, I guess. A bit of a landing at the end. Bit of a hang on. Bit of a floaty landing, but what can I do? GG APU, I'm using GPU right now. APU should be turned off. Yeah, APU is off. Doesn't matter. So, we are alive. We have landed in one piece, fortunately. FSX crashed again. That is 2 live streams in a row. It has crashed on me, which is so annoying you have no idea. But unfortunately, that is how this thing works, and so there's nothing I can do about it, really. So, yeah, as always, I'll stick around on the live stream chat for a couple of minutes. And then, until then, yeah, so stick around chat for a couple of minutes, otherwise I think now's a good time to end the live stream. Decent flight overall, like I said. Annoying about the crash, but there's nothing I can do about that. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe. Do follow me on Twitch, do subscribe on YouTube, helps channel out a lot. And then, yes, hopefully next week, I think next week I'll stream some X-Plane, because less chance of it crashing, basically. Yes, use the X-Plane installed then. I will do. Next week I'm streaming X-Plane. Probably, I've promised a Barbados flight. I'll see what I can do about that. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Like I said, leave a like, do subscribe, do whatever. I'll stick around and chat for a couple of minutes to answer any last questions. But until then, have a very good weekend. Goodbye.